guys, it's Katie. I have a bunch of our new fall 2017 releases to share with you guys today. Super excited about all of these, so I'm going to jump right in with some of our chapter books. So we have two new chapter book series this fall. We have the Bear Grylls Adventure series. These are so much fun if you have kiddos that like adventure, outdoors, nature, survival skills, things like that. We all know who Bear Grylls is, hopefully, and that's kind of what he's all about. So we've got 4 in his new collection. They're written by him. We have a sea, a desert, a jungle, and a blizzard adventure. So you can check those 4 out. And then we have a new chapter book series, the Tanglewood Animal Park. There are 3 in this collection so far. We've got the Troublesome Tiger here. These are a little bit more advanced chapter books, a little higher reading level than the Bear Grylls series. Not too many pictures throughout these, if any at all. So you can see kind of the level of those. This is Baby Zebra Rescue. So those are our 2 new chapter book series options this fall. And then we have tons of great new picture and story books. Starting with our youngest readers, we have Are You There, Little Elephant? This one is a touchy-feely, it's got these finger trails like some of our other baby books, bright colors, lots of cutouts, thick, durable pages for babies to get their hands on. No flaps in this one, which is good. So we've got that. And then we've got, of course, our Peek Inside a Fairy Tale, Sleeping Beauty, which I'm super excited about. I love these Peek Inside a Fairy Tale books. They have cutouts, they have flaps, just all around great illustrations, and a condensed version of the fairy tales we know and love. So these are great for younger kiddos, introducing them to these stories at a young age. So that's Peek Inside a Fairy Tale, Sleeping Beauty. And then we have a new Cuddle Bear. This is Cuddle Bear's Book of Hugs. If you have Cuddle Bear, the original, you know he is all about hugs. And this book just kind of adds to that with some more furry friends. Great book for animal lovers. It's a cute picture book all around. And then we have Luna Loves Library Day. I know a couple of you are really excited about this one. This story is about Luna, and her parents are separated, and she loves Library Day because that's the day that she gets to go visit her dad. And they go to the library and pick out new books and read stories. There's some pages inside, kind of like nibbles that are smaller than the regular pages, kind of a book inside a book feel there. And it's just a super cute story about a father and a daughter bonding. So you can see that one. And then we have a new Ludwig. This is Ludwig the Sea Dog. We have Ludwig the Space Dog that came out this summer. Both are 3D books. They come with a pocket with some 3D glasses. So we got Ludwig the Sea Dog here. Obviously an underwater adventure, a sea story. But very similar to Ludwig the Space Dog, just a second adventure that he's going on. And these do have some fold-out pages like this. Really cool. Can't really tell, and it doesn't do it justice without those glasses. So I'm sorry, there's no way to show you guys the actual 3D without the glasses on. So you'll just have to check it out for yourself. And then we have a new graphic novel. This is Dracula. We have Robin Hood and King Arthur, but this one I am obsessed with. I think it's so cool. These graphic novels are all great, but Dracula, I mean, how cool is this one? Perfect for a Halloween gift. Also cool for kiddos that just love scary stories. Really good for those older kiddos that maybe aren't as inclined to pick up a chapter book. Give them one of these graphic novels and that might change their mind. And then it gives you a little kind of rundown of the history of these stories too. And then lastly we have one of the new illustrated books. This is Illustrated Horses and Ponies Stories. I'll show you the table of contents on this one, so you can get a feel for all the stories that are included in here. But as always, combined volume of stories, lots of great illustrations. I'll find a couple examples of illustrations for you. So you can see just great for kiddos that love horses and ponies, stories about animals. There's lots of really great unique stories in this one as well. And as always, we have our ribbon bookmark in here, so you can keep your place if you're reading one story a night or something like that. Next up, we have some of our new activity books. We'll start off with the new dinosaur trivia questions. We have animal trivia questions, dinosaur, and general knowledge available. So these are super fun little question and answer quiz books, great for on the go, for road trips, things like that. Just really colorful, lots of great illustrations inside too, so that makes it even more fun, but they're kind of pocket sized so that you can just take them on the go. Then we've got a new Academy book. We have Coder Academy. This one is awesome for kiddos who love computers, coding, video games, things like that. We have sections about what is coding, art and animation, music, websites, and then a coder kit in the back. These have activities all throughout, as well as kind of little lessons. There's going to be little kind of tests of knowledge. There's stickers and fold-out pieces that you put together, so that's a really fun one. We also have fortune tellers to fold. This is kind of like our paper planes to fold and fly, but for fortune tellers, which is really cool. So we all know we used to do the little fortune tellers in our hands. So in the beginning of this book, they start out where they're all fully illustrated, and then as you go towards the back, you're going to find some blank ones so that you can create your own pieces and write in whatever fortunes you want to decide on. So that's a really fun one, a great gift. We have a new magic painting book. This is the Snow Queen magic painting. This one makes me think of Frozen, kind of Elsa, the Snow Queen. It does have a little story throughout, and these are water painting books. So all you need is water, and the colors will come to life with that water, which is really great. Again, another great gift. And then we have a new Wipe Clean book. This is Garden Activities. Great activity version of our Wipe Clean books. Lots of pen control, shape practice, just writing practice in general. If you have kiddos that are reluctant to practice their writing, this is a fun way to do it because they can erase it and do it again. Next up, we have some of our learning resources and nonfiction options. So we have a new Lift the Flap. These are what I call the beginner or preschool Lift the Flaps. This is the ABC one, which I think is really cute. Goes right hand in hand with our 1, 2, 3 Lift the Flap that we already offer. And it's got some great flaps here. These are designed for your preschool age kiddos, maybe older toddlers if you're comfortable with them having flaps. So you can see just really fun illustrations in this one. My favorite page is this one because on this side, when you lift your flaps, you're going to see the capital version of the lowercase letter, and then on this side, it prompts the kids to trace with their fingers, so we'll get some practice with writing on that page. We have a new See Inside book. This is See Inside New York City, which is really exciting. We haven't had one of these about a U.S. city yet, and it's got some awesome fold-outs like this one. How cool is that? And then tons and tons of flaps, as usual with our See Inside books. So these are for a little bit older kiddos, elementary age and up, because there is tons of information inside. Got Times Square there, Central Park. Pretty cool resource if your family's going to go on a trip to New York. If you have family and friends that live there and want to kind of share that with your kiddos, that's a great one to have on hand. Next up, we have Tricky Words to Spell. This one I was actually surprised by. It's really neat. It's an activity book for those tricky words that you need to practice with spelling. And the cool thing is each page will have 3 words at the top and then 3 sections at the bottom where you can practice writing those words. And there's a little introduction in the beginning that teaches you, how to use this book. And then in the back it talks about why it's important to learn tricky words in groups of 3 to help with your memory. So that's a good one if you have kiddos that struggle with spelling. Next up we have What's Above. This is the sister book to What's Below. These are really cool pop-up nonfiction books. So you just open it up and all the images pop up on the top. There's little blurbs of information here. I think this one is just so neat. I think I actually prefer it over What's Below. It's a really innovative way to show off these different settings. Got a city there. See from the side how it's all popped up. But really cool different settings on each page, and this is actually my favorite page, talking about space, and there's Earth. So that's a fun resource to have on hand. And lastly, I have the new Atlas and Jigsaw Puzzle of the World. It comes in a great box like this, and when you open it up, there's all your puzzle pieces, so you can put your puzzles together. And then there's a little book, Atlas of the World picture book, which I actually really like this book on its own. Hopefully they will release that separately for us because it is so cool, bright and colorful, with just different maps of different areas of the world. It's a really great resource for geography, and then it's got some flags in there as well. But just a fun option for learning your geography a little differently with a puzzle. So that is all of our mid-season releases that I have for you today, but you can check out all of these and more on my website. That's usbornebookbattalion.com. Thanks for watching.